Arizona Cardinals and Indianapolis Colts joint practice was an absolute success. This is everything that happened in day one that you need to know to keep you caught up with your Arizona Cardinals. Let's get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack that like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. On this channel, we cover everything Arizona Cardinals news, breaking news, everything surrounding your favorite team. So subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free.
I know one of the downfall that you see, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but a lot of the fighting at joint practices, things like that, I'm very confident that we're going to get good work in, not have those distractions, because I know how he runs his team. I know how we practice, how they practice. It's just matched up, and really good football team. So it was good for us to come get some good work in.
All right, everybody, let's go and dive right into it. Let's go ahead and catch you up on everything Arizona Cardinals and Indianapolis Colts day one of joint practice. Now, there will be another joint practice here on Thursday. Once that's wrapped up, it's going to go ahead and segue us into the Saturday's game for the Arizona Cardinals and the Colts. Super excited about that. But we did hear Jonathan Gannon come on the mic today and actually talk about just how excited he was about being able to do a joint practice. Now, there was some pros and cons that he's actually said out there where he feels like it is the benefit for our team specifically to indulge in something like this, and the biggest reason as to why is that you are able to see a different offense as well as a different defense. And I think at the end of the day here, it is actually a very smart thing to do. Now, you have seen a lot of joint practices amongst, just the NFL world in general, and you see a lot of fights, but Jonathan Gannon was absolutely certain that there will be no fights within the Cardinals and the Colts, and so far he's absolutely correct. Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon both work together under Nick Sirianni in the Philadelphia Eagle days, so they definitely have a really good relationship amongst each other. And honestly, just really exciting that football's back. Now, yes, I get it, we're not in the regular season, but we do have preseason football, which I'm still super excited about. Now, let's go ahead and recap day one of joint practice the best we possibly can. It first started off with Marvin Harrison Jr. and the return of him coming back to Indianapolis. If you do not know, his dad, Marvin Harrison, actually played it for the Indianapolis Colts, so there was a lot of question amongst how does it feel to come back, how do you feel about the legacy that your dad had, right? And overall, just kind of the way he answered things, very humble. It's obvious that he wants to build his own legacy, and honestly, he's just ready to strap it up on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays and start the regular season. But watching the crowd here in Indianapolis, there's a lot of fans out there that are excited that Marvin Harrison Jr. was actually just stepping foot on the practice field. A lot of people were calling out his name, just really excited because obviously the legend of Marvin Harrison that they know of, his son is now taking the helm and now starting his NFL career, and it's just really exciting times. But you are seeing Marvin Harrison have some crazy highlights here. We see Marvin Harrison Jr. absolutely shook Kenny Moore II, and if you do not know who that is a DB for the Indianapolis Colts, and you just got to see this, man. Absolutely smooth, and it's just a taste. It's just a taste of what to come here for Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Arizona Cardinal offense, and obviously with this video alone, it got a lot of Arizona Cardinal fans excited. Now, another important update for you guys to know is that Emari Demercado, running back for the Arizona Cardinals, that some believe he's going to have that number 2 role behind James Conner, was actually seen in practice today. Now, he did have an undisclosed injury, and he seemed to be out for at least 2 or 3 days, but now he is back up, suited back up, and I think there's a lot of Cardinal fans really excited because it was really undisclosed. There wasn't really given much information to Cardinal fans or just the media in general, so he's back. I think there's some Cardinal fans that kind of have a sigh of relief because he does definitely bring a level of a different dynamic, 1-2 punch with James Conner. So definitely super exciting about that. And now the consensus around camp, and at least with what we've heard from the outside, is that the Arizona Cardinals offense really had it going, right? We've seen Kyler Murray made some really good throws here to Trey McBride. We saw Clayton Tune, which I'm actually still on the board with Clayton Tune. I know there's a lot of people in my comments really kind of knocking me on the idea that I was hyping him up a lot last year, and honestly, I still do think he is the best QB2 option we have currently right now on this roster, but you see a really cool highlight with him throwing the ball over to Xavier Weaver, which is another guy that I'm really high on. There's just a lot of rookies, undrafted people on this roster that I would really love the Cardinals to hopefully give him the opportunity, because people just really need an opportunity at the end of the day. So just really, really exciting times here. Now, we actually did hear Jonathan Gannon come out and say that as of right now, he does not know who's going to start in the first half, in the second half, and by that he means what quarterback's going to start. Right now, what I would love to see is Clayton Tune start in, the first half, and then give Desmond Ridder the second half. But as of right now, Jonathan Gannon said it was a real big deal to figure out what happens in these 2 days to really figure out how to determine who he decides to start here on Saturday versus the Indianapolis Colts. So a lot of things riding on this joint practice for the two QBs, Desmond Ridder as well as Clayton Tune. As of right now, I think it's kind of up in the air, but I'm really excited to see who's going to be starting here this coming Saturday. Now, a couple other things I want to dive into here. We saw a lot of great film from our defensive linemen. Now, I made a video here about Darius Robinson. There were some people that weren't impressed with him. Honestly, I was, right? I saw the tape here, the All-22, and I'm absolutely impressed with what type of skills he's bringing to the Arizona Cardinals organization. And we saw some film here in this joint practice that just completely re-emphasizes of how much of a beast this guy is, right? There's actually a clip here that I want to show you guys that he's actually lining up with offensive guard Josh Stills, and this man is absolutely pushing him back like there's no tomorrow, right? But if that doesn't impress you, we do see another clip here with Darius Robinson versus 6-time Pro Bowler offensive guard Quentin Nelson, and just the way that Darius Robinson just gets up and the high motor that he has, the usage of his arms, and just being able to bulldoze this guy back, right? It's really, really amazing to see these one-on-ones. And now another thing I want to kind of show you guys as well, another player that people were very excited about in this preseason game, which I'm not going to lie to you, I haven't really given him a lot of love, but I'm excited to see what he does in game 2 and game 3, and that's going to be outside linebacker rookie Xavier Thomas. You see him line up here with right tackle Braden Smith, and man, just the getup, man. Look at the getup, look at the speed, look at just how he attacks the opposing quarterback, if there was a quarterback there, right? If that doesn't get you excited, here's a cherry on top of the ice cream. We do see Kyler Murray here dropping a pass over to Trey McBride on 7-on-7s. Now, overall, the atmosphere seems very, very exciting. There's a lot of excitement amongst the air. I did see a tweet here that I want to go ahead and highlight. Now, I'm not going to come out here and say I'm putting my full, excitement in this, but there was a tweet that I want to highlight here, and it says this: update, the Cardinals are absolutely cooking our secondary. This is just one of those things that kind of come about the fact of, I think a lot of Cardinal fans are excited about our offense. We have a lot of praise and a lot of excitement of what this offense can be. Biggest question mark out there is our defense. Now, there was another tweet here from Tyler Drake that I want to highlight as well, and he basically implies that Sean Murphy Bunting, which absolutely got toasted. He doesn't use the word toasted, but he ended up getting beat by Michael Pittman Jr. And obviously Michael Pittman Jr. is their wide receiver number 1. There's definitely a lot of concerns with the defensive side of the ball, especially I guess just everywhere, right? There's a lot of unknown in the defensive line, but still very much excitement. There's a lot of unknown in the cornerbacks, but still very much excitement. I think the only real solidified spots to me right now are going to be our safeties and then the middle inside linebacker with Kazir White. And yes, we'll also throw Mac Wilson Sr. in there as well. But overall, the defensive line, a lot of unknown, but definitely exciting. And then our cornerbacks kind of feel the same way as well. So seems like our offense is ticking in the right direction. The defense, I feel like, needs a little bit of work to do, but I feel like we got the pieces. We got the pieces in there. I want to see Darius Robinson cut it loose. I'm not going to lie to you. In game 2, I want to see him cut it loose and absolutely go crazy. Now, we'll have to kind of wait and see how that all shakes out, but as of right now, that is all I got. That's going to be all the updates that you need to know about day 1, Cardinals versus the Colts in joint practice. Let me know what your favorite thing is. What are you excited about for game 2? Or are you just excited about the regular season starting back up here in September? Let me know here in the comments below. Appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day and go Cards.